Makeup is easy. I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do this eye look. I'm gonna go into full detail about everything from base to eyes. I highly recommend this Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence. I bought mine from Yes Style in one of my more recent Yes Style hauls. I actually bought a backup. This is just a milky toner. Very safe for those with sensitive skin like me. I have eczema. I personally don't use primer that often, and most of the time I will opt for this. Since I'm actually going outside today, I am gonna put on sunscreen. Yay guys! I'm leaving the house. This is the sunscreen I recommend. It's from Skin 1004. Actually almost out of this one, but I do have a couple of backups already. I really like this one because it's hydrating and it doesn't leave a white cast, and it just gives your skin a really nice glow. If you've been watching my shorts, I mix these two together. This is the Nars Soft Matte and the Nars Light Reflecting. The Soft Matte is going to give you a very smooth base, and the Light Reflecting is going to add a little bit of a glow without making you look too dewy, you get what I mean? Blend out with a dry beauty sponge. I really like high coverage foundations that don't look too cakey like this combo, and using a dry beauty sponge just makes it so that you get all the coverage without like the sponge soaking up everything. For concealer, I highly recommend the Kosas one. Very hydrating, and I really like the coverage with it. And then also go ahead and apply a little bit on top of your eyelids just so you have like a base for when we get to eyeshadow. For contour, I really like this thing from Makeup by Mario. It's the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I like to place it like in this area because it makes the face a little bit shorter and it just sculpts the face without like looking chiseled. I'm not a fan of the chiseled look on me, so this just makes the most sense. And I like to go right here just so it blends into my neck a little bit better. And then I like to tap a little bit right here and blend into like my hairline. But yeah, this product just melts into the skin. It's so amazing. I don't use this for my nose contour. I actually use a different palette. I use this. This is the Flower Nose contour palette that they sent me in PR, I think last year, and I've hit pan. It's so freaking good. I like to start my contour about here and make my way down the sides of my nose. This is just enhancing what was taken away by my foundation. And then I'll go right here on like this section, and then I'll round out this part. And then go ahead and place the contour here because it's going to make the eyeshadow blend really easy into the skin. Tap this on the sides, then you're gonna highlight the button, and then tap a little bit on the center. Go in with the Kosas setting powder. I like to use this to kind of brush away some of the excess so it's not so like ugly. Favorite blush of all time. I like to tap a little bit first before using a brush. I like this blush because it's just like a really pretty pink lavender type shade. I don't know guys, I can't really see that. So I don't know what this looks like. I am gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose just to make sure that the face is fully connected. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use the Aigasa maker from Cologram. So it comes with the shading end. I'm going to mark out Aigasa. Using the highlighting end, I'm just gonna go directly underneath my lashes but above the shadow we just created. This step is really important. You're gonna tap in the product because I'm gonna show you why in a second. Tapped in, not tapped in. Guys, we all know what side looks better. This is more natural and a little bit cuter in my opinion. This looks like you did your makeup in the dark. You don't want that. I'm gonna go into the shade right here because it's like a plummy, dusty pink. You're gonna start by tapping on the outer corner like so and kind of like massage it in. And you don't want to flare out this eye look. You actually want it to be a little bit more rounded. And then go ahead and place a little bit on the inner corner like this and kind of massage it in. You want the pigment to mostly be here and on the inner corner. You want there to be less on the center simply because there is going to be a lot of glitter right there, but you still want some color there, you just don't want it to be as pigmented. You don't want the eye look to be too pink like this, so I layer shadows to get like an exact shade that I like. So I am gonna go in with this Flower Nose palette. I'm going to this light pink shade, and I'm just gonna tap a little bit over the pink that we already put on our eyes. Go ahead and place whatever shadow is left on the brush underneath your eye. Don't go on the inner corner, kind of keep it on the outer corner, like from the center to the outer edge. I'm gonna go into this grayish shade here on a very thin brush. I'm just gonna start on the outer corner and I'm gonna kind of just flick it in. I like when my wings go more straight out just because it suits my eye shape a little bit better. So I'm just gonna keep flicking outwards. And because it's eyeshadow, you can actually like clean it up with like a nail. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of that darker shadow. I'm gonna put a little bit on the inner corner. Moving on to glitter, I'm going to use this palette that I got from YesStyle. It's from the brand called Dasic. I'm going to dip into this shade up here because it has a little bit of like a pink tint to it. And I'm going to tap it on the center of my lid, taking a thinner brush going into the same shade. You're going to place it here and then you're going to create that little halo line and connect to the glitter. And then I like to go a little bit heavier on the inner corner just so it sparkles a little bit more. And then I'm going to take a little bit and apply underneath the eye. Doing our lashes next. Use your favorite mascara. I'm using the one from Romand. Also guys, if there's a specific makeup look you would like me to do, or if you find a picture on Pinterest and you really want a tutorial for it, feel free to DM me over on Instagram a photo and I will try to do it in a future video. For lashes, I'm going to use these. And here's how I apply individual lashes. I will put lash glue on the back of my hand. Sorry, I was like trying to brush off shadow from a brush. I like to start on the outer corner and I just pop it on. I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of bottom mascara before we put on the false bottom lashes. Okay, so these are the bottom lashes that I recommend. These are from the brand called 99 Dreams. These were gifted to me a long time ago. As you can see, I've like used half of them. I'm going to use about 3 underneath each eye and I go underneath the lash. And then I'm going to put the next one right next to it. And then I'm going to put the last one on the center and then pinch together. Okay, so I put on rhinestones and pearls on my eyes pretty frequently and I always get questions like, how do you put them on? I use lash glue. Clear lash glue, preferably, okay? And I got these pearls from Amazon, I think. But instead of putting the glue on the back of our hand like how we did our lashes, I like to actually take like the lash glue and I kind of just mark out exactly where I want the pearls. I'm going to start underneath my eye, so I'm going to go right here and I'm also going to put one here. You kind of want to work quickly, but you also want the glue to dry down just slightly. So I'm going to go ahead and take my tweezers and I just pop them on and it's really easy. They stick very easily. They last basically all day unless you're like rubbing your eyes, which I hope you're not doing that. Near one near the center. I'm also going to put one on the outside and then a couple near the center. Anyway, I like to put the thicker pearls on the outside of my eye. For this inner part, I'm going to do a bigger one and then a smaller one. For my lip combo, I'm going to use these two products. This is the REM Beauty lip liner in the shade called Top Line. And then I'm also going to use this glossy lipstick that Flower Nose sent me in PR. This is the shade called CO6. I've been using this one a lot lately. It's so pretty and I think this will match the eyes perfectly. For a highlighter, I'm going to dip into this palette. My sister actually got me this for Christmas and I have been obsessed with it as of late. I'm going to dip into the pink and use that as a little blush topper for the nose. And then I'm going to dip into this shade and I'm going to tap it on the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to go ahead and go into this Fenty Beauty highlighter. I'm going to tap it right here and right here. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial helped and I hope it was easy enough to follow. But I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!